Hey team, Kim here once again with video number, I don't know, this is 4 or 5 in our Coach Basics training. Welcome again. I hope you are doing really well and understanding and asking questions of your coach and of me if you need to, of course, about all this training. I know it's a lot, okay? Let me just mute that. I know it's a lot, but just go through it at your own speed, and it's why one of the very first things that I said, I know multiple times, was that you just have to get started. You just have to get started telling people what you're doing and talking to people and sharing this with everybody. Because if you wait until you're through and you feel like you thoroughly understand like every bit of training, you're not going to take action. You're going to freak yourself out and not take action. So I know you have gotten started by now. So today we are going to briefly talk about inviting and getting new clients and like what you do with them, right? Where do you run these groups? And I will tell you right now, the inviting part is going to be in your homework. I am not going into all the details about that because there's so many different ways that you can do it. And you have to do something that you personally feel comfortable with. So I'm going to give you a few different resources to watch and learn on your own. And you run with the one that just feels right to you, okay? What you do might be different from what I do. I will give you an example right now real quick of what I do. I use my social media posts, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, and my stories on both platforms, and I'm still very heavily relying on Facebook. That's just where most of my audience is, as far as the ones that actually will engage with me. So I will go through and make lists of the people that watch my stories on each platform and see like or comment on my posts. And I put them on a list, and that's who I invite. And I don't just come out like, hey, want to join me in this group? Like, start the conversation. If it's somebody you haven't talked to in a long time, re-engage with them. Like, build that friendship again, right? See how they're doing. Start following their pages, commenting on their stuff. Be interested in them. That's what makes them interested in you, is when you are interested in them, okay? That is key. So that's really how I do it. And I'll go back through like new friends that I am requesting, on Facebook or, following on Instagram, like whatever platform. Again, I'll put them in like a different group of people. Facebook has this really cool thing where you can make friends lists, and I will put them in my list that's called New Friends to Form. And it's just that I want to connect with those people. I want to learn about them. I want them to see that I'm interested in knowing about them, and then they'll start paying attention to your page too. And then Facebook also will show your posts to them in their feed more if you are engaging on their page and they're commenting back and that sort of thing. So it kind of boosts your posts in their feed. I think Instagram kind of works the same way. I don't know. Its algorithm is just out there, and I haven't taken the time to really learn that much about it. But so that's just a few little tips from me on inviting. Let's see here. A couple of things that I just wanted to talk about. Be sure you are keeping lists right from the beginning. Have your system, whether you are a pen and paper person like me or a computer person, a spreadsheet person. Have lists and don't throw them away, because you always will need people to go back with and follow up with. 6 months down the road, somebody's situation might be different than it is today. They might have told you no once, or that they're not ready yet, or they may have just not responded. That's a no, initially anyway, but that doesn't mean you don't ever talk to that person again. You always keep building the relationship, and don't talk to them about Beachbody every single time that you contact them. Be a real person, right? Be a real friend. Build a real relationship with them. And then go back to them in a couple months and invite them again, I have had that happen, I mean, countless times. So be sure you are keeping lists. I would also recommend starting an email system right away, right from the get-go. Whether it is MailChimp is one that I used to use. Honestly, I don't like it that much. Flowdesk is one that I use now, and I love it. Flowdesk, it's Flodesk. It's amazing. It is $19 a month, whereas like with MailChimp, there's a free version, and there's things like Constant Contact and stuff like that. But I love the professional look and the ease of use of Flowdesk. It is awesome. But just start a couple, and we'll talk more about this later too. But just start a couple of segments of audiences. You know, you can have a group that are your coach prospects, you can have customer prospects, you can have current customers, current coaches, like all that kind of thing. You can break it down however you want to. You can have it just contacts, like just random people you meet. I have one that's Kim Carter newsletter, and it's just like random people that'll give me their email address. They're not really interested in anything right now, but maybe they want my newsletter for recipe ideas and that kind of thing. I have a group for that. So look at Flowdesk if you want to, but have some sort of email system. If you start it right off the bat, it's gonna help you so much. And we will get into email stuff actually today, I guess. I will post it as an assignment to watch today as well, because I have a really good video from one of our coaches on our Diesel Nation team that shares exactly how she uses Flowdesk. And a lot of it will be over your head at this point, but just get the basics and you can see from her video what it looks like. I don't think I've done a video on that yet, so I'll use Maddie's. Let's see. Another thing to know, you need to rewatch the Share a Cart video for sure, because you're gonna have to know that kind of stuff to be able to enroll customers and coaches, right? And I do have a video that I wanna share from Bonnie Engel. She's one of our top coaches in the whole company. Well, she has been a couple times in the past. And she's got a really great take on inviting on social media, especially on Instagram, because Instagram is her big thing. So I'm going to share that video with you guys and the resources just to watch it too and get her take and some of her ideas, because she's got some really great ideas. And she's kind of like an Instagram, like she does amazing on there. Let's see. Another big thing that I want to be sure I mention, I know it's scary when you start talking to people about, I have something I want to show you on there. My computer just went blank. When you start talking to people about purchasing a challenge pack and joining you, because oh my goodness, it's like $160. You guys, that is not much. You have to remember, that is really not much. People pay so much more than that for gym memberships and other online memberships and things like that. I mean, I also have a Peloton membership just because I love my bike. It's like $49 a month. A month. Beachbody On Demand is $99 a year. So people will pay it if they want it, you know? And having them pay for it, like, it gets them actually committed. So don't be afraid of the price. You've got to think of the value of a challenge pack. They're getting a whole entire year of Beachbody On Demand, which is normally $99. And they're getting a whole bag of shakes, which is normally $130. They're saving, I think it's like $60 or $70. And that is breakfast for 30 days, right? It's such an awesome value, and you will very seriously limit yourself if you prejudge people and if you have these preconceived notions of, oh, well, I'm not going to say that to this person because of this reason, because you know, whatever the reason may be, that's not your choice. That is not your decision to say no for them. You present the solution that could change their life, that could change their health, and they get to say yes or no, not you. That is not your call. That is their call. So remember that. Do not ever assume that people can't or won't buy for whatever reason, typically a financial reason. Don't assume that, because you don't know. That is their decision, okay? So let's see. I wanted to go over what our homework is going to be, and that's what I was going to show you on this computer. So number one, rewatch the Share a Cart video. Number two, there's going to be a Flowdesk video from Maddie. Number three, there's going to be a inviting on Instagram video from Bonnie Engel. But the really big ones that I want you to watch, I am going to put in the post here. There's a great video that Christina Delgado, our upline, and one of her success partners, Elizabeth Hartke, they did a training at Summit, I think it was 2 years ago. It's like a 25-minute video, and it's really, really good on inviting and how they invite in their business. These are top leaders in the business that have been doing this for 10 plus years, okay? Listen to that video and take a lot of notes, because it's really, really good. So I really want you to focus on that for sure. That should be your number one homework. And then the other piece of homework that I want you to do in the training section, because I know I'm really, referencing you to this corporate training section that we have because it's so good, but I want you to go back to the training section called, you can see it right here, Success Club System, okay? And within that, there are a lot of videos, Success Club system. Of course, my computer's going wacko. And then if you go into the Vital Behavior, Connect, Invite, Follow Up, there are a lot of videos in that little section, starting conversations, building connections on social media, creating curiosity, identifying your markets, just using hashtags, getting started with inviting, all that stuff. So I want you to just be sure that you have looked at that. Again, it's under the Success Club system, and then you go into the Vital Behavior, Connect, Invite, Follow Up. Be sure you go through and watch and take notes and even take action right then and there on those videos. That's it, I think, for what our homework is for today. Keep asking questions, keep us posted how you're doing, and yeah, we'll talk again soon.